one incident when I was driving and somebody hit me from the back. तो मेरी गलती था है नहीं सीगी. And when the police comes here, other person was continuously saying that it was my fault and everything. And I remember the policeman turning around and saying, whoever wears a turban doesn't lie.
I felt very warm and welcome in the Emirates. The local people here welcomed you.
Yes.
They never treated you as a foreigner. They treated you as a family. In fact, a lot of Arab friends of mine say we want to employ only Sardajis in the technical world because they're perfect. If you hire a mechanic, a Sardaji, nothing can go wrong. So that's a big compliment. So when you're already living in heaven, why you want to go to heaven? I consider this place as heaven. What don't we have?
Sat Shri Akal and welcome to the Hardy Singh Show. Today I'm very nervous, honestly saying, but I'm very excited and I feel privileged and honored to interview someone who from the streets of Gurudwara came to Dubai, built a business empire and also became an integral part of building the first Gurudwara in Dubai. So please welcome Mr. Surender Singh Kandhari.
Sat Shri Akal ji, thank you very much for inviting me. And I feel privileged to be part of your podcast team and I hope you are very successful in your endeavor in promoting goodness in humanity.
Thank you so much, sir. It's like मैं जिन्नियां मर्जी stage performances कर ला, but this is always going to be a nervous point for me. But I want to know कि तुसी first day of school तो क्यों बच्चे से गए? What happened?
You know, it's quite human. Whatever happens because of his will.
Yes.
And we have to accept his will as a part of our life because nothing in this world can happen without his will. And I strongly believe in that. I'm a very spiritual person. And I think without God's Almighty's will, nothing moves forward. And let us accept it as God's will and go forward and be happy. But whatever I say is, whatever happens in the end happens for the good only. Because it is his will.
Yeah.
If you accept that, you never feel sorry, you never feel sad, never feel dejected. If someone cheats you, why should you feel bad? Because that's God's will.
Yeah, right. Sir, we know that with Dubai you've done a lot of things over here. But what was your first memory of Dubai when you came here?
I must tell you something because I landed in Dubai on 19th December 1975. I still remember that day. And I was told from India that I'm going to the Middle East, very hot country. So I was wearing a half-sleeve T-shirt and a trouser. When I landed in Dubai airport on 19th December, it was so damn cold. I was shivering. And I thought I'm coming to the Middle East, which is a hot country. But it was winter and it was cold. And the first thing I went out of the airport, I bought a pullover for myself. I cannot forget that because I had no warm clothes at all. And Dubai was very cold. And my first 4 days in Dubai, because I had a 96-hour visa, was spent doing survey of starting my business. But I felt Dubai was a very welcoming place, where everybody I met was very warm, hospitable. In fact, the Emiratis have always said, welcome. And they always were happy to receive foreigners and receive, it was a brotherly feeling, to be honest with you.
Wow, that's beautiful. Do you remember where did you buy that pullover from?
Somewhere on Dera, I assume the Murshid Bazaar, I think. Some shop, I can't remember the shop.
Wow, and then how did all the journey of making Al Dawabi in Dubai began? Where did it start from?
This is very interesting because, I was staying in the Phoenicia Hotel in Al Nasser Square in Dera. And just below the hotel was a bank called Bank of Oman, which is now called the Mashrak Bank.
Okay.
So I walked into the Bank of Oman and suddenly some gentleman from the backside called me, Auji. I said, Dubai, somebody calling me in Punjabi. I was surprised.
And this is 1975,
76.
Wow.
Then I walked into the cabin. It was one Mr. Rashid Ahmed Khan from Sargodha, Punjabi, speaking to me in fluent Punjabi and telling me, welcome. When did you come and who are you and where are you from? And the impression I got was, wow, I come to my own country. He was a Pakistani from Sargodha, but such a warm person. He welcomed me and then he told me what to do. We took a bank guarantee from him because those days to open a company in Dubai, you had to have 100,000 dirham bank guarantee. So I told Mr. Rashid Khan, okay, my money is coming in a couple of days. He said, no problem. I'll give you a bank guarantee tomorrow morning. And he took me upstairs to Mr. Abdullah Al Gurer, who was the chairman of the bank. And Mr. Abdullah Al Gurer spoke to me in pure Hindi.
Wow.
I said, an Arab speaking to me in Hindi, I was very overwhelmed. And the way I got received by them, I felt at home. And this is the culture of Emiratis. They always are welcoming with open arms. I went to Dubai municipality to get my first trade license. And the name I wrote on the application form was International Tire Company. One Mr. Abdul Ghaffar was there, who was the in-charge manager there. He said, la, 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 la. This is not acceptable to us. You come back tomorrow, I'll give you a name. I went there for 4-5 days. Every day said, Tal Bukra, Tal Bukra. I did not know what means Tal Bukra, but I said, okay, I'll come back tomorrow. And one day he came, he said, please sit down. He offered me a cup of tea and told me that I got a name for you. And he wrote in a piece of paper, Shirkat al-Dabowei al-Tairat. I said, this is a very strange name. I have no idea what it is mean. He said, it means, al-Dabowei means, al is the definite article, the.
Yeah.
Dabowei is the man from Dubai. So you're the man from Dubai now.
Wow.
I said, wow. He said, this name, you'll never forget me, you'll never forget the name, and this will be a lucky name for you. And now I'm 49 years in Dubai, and Dabowei has been my lucky charm. And today, the name Dabowei cannot be given to anybody because it's owned by Dubai government. And I'm lucky to have that name with me.
That's beautiful. And definitely he said you will always remember him for that. And even today, 49 years later, we are talking about it. And Al Dabowei has its name all across the world. So was Dubai your first international outlook out of India?
My first visit out of India for business was Dubai.
Wow.
And earlier in 1971, we had gone to Europe and for a holiday with my wife. But that was just for fun.
Yeah.
But seriously, coming for business, Dubai was the first place. And I must say, Dubai taught me a lot of things. Because I felt, when I came here, I was told, if you don't do anything wrong, nobody will question you anything. Just follow the rules.
Right.
My first lesson here was follow the rules and nobody will touch you. And till today, I must declare, I don't have a traffic challan in 49 years driving a car.
Wow.
Of course, now I don't drive a car because I stopped driving.
Yeah.
Because now I have a driver because of congestion in Dubai and the roads in Dubai and the parking in Dubai. You need a driver. But I always loved driving and I never got a challan because I always followed the rules.
It's very true. And me, born and brought up in Dubai, I've also learned this कि एकदम सीधे चलोगे सब कुछ सही रहेगा.
बिल्कुल. I'm telling you, that way I'm blessed. It taught me a lot of discipline. It taught me a lot of manners. You talk to people, it's like, if you go to any Arab house or you go to any Arab offices, the moment you walk in, they stand up and receive you.
Yes.
That doesn't happen in India so much. But I learned that from here. So the moment a guest walks in, I stand up and receive him. That culture of the Arab culture, of the local culture is superb, which gives you a lot of humility. You learn humility from them.
Yeah, that's true. And this reminds me of an incident ki how Emiratis value our turban and Sanu Sardar ji keh ke bulande hain. And there was one incident when I was driving and somebody hit me from the back. तो मेरी गलती था है नहीं सीगी. And when the police comes here to back then कि let's survey what happened. So the other person was continuously saying that it was my fault and everything. And I remember the policeman turning around and saying, whoever wears a turban doesn't lie. And
Sardar kabhi jhoot nahi bolta.
Yes.
I have heard this before also.
Yeah.
I heard this before.
I felt so honored and blessed that you remember that this is how much value the turban adds. And for sure it is because the older generation who has been in the country has kept it that way.
Absolutely. I must tell you one incident here. We were living in a flat in Dera. And I had taken a small office on the Salahuddin Street. And the landlord was Mr. Ali Amanullah Kamali. Every Friday he would come to our house in the morning, knock on the door, give us a big basket of fish. So I said, Arbab, why are you giving me fish? He said, for you and for your family. I said, I have 2 sons. They're so small. My elder son was 4 years and younger one was 1 year old. I said, how much fish can we eat? He said, enjoy, give it to your friends, give it to your neighbors, have a party. I'll bring every Friday fish for you because you're family. I said, wow. I mean, and his son today is Dr. Kamali, who was the Vice Chancellor of the Alain University and now in Abu Dhabi with Sheikh Nayan. And he still remembers that. He said, my father always told me, Sardar kabhi jhoot nahi bolta, and Sardar is part of a family.
Wow.
So I really I remember these words, and I felt very warm and welcome in the Emirates. The local people here welcomed you.
Yes.
They never treated you as a foreigner. They treated you as a family.
True. And it's been almost 50 years that you're here. And I think it keeps going strong this way. The way you've been involved with the royal family or the government, I hope that it keeps growing and creates more opportunities for youngsters like me to come forward and do more things. So thank you so much for coming here in 1975-6 and making this your home. And talking about that, where else has Al Dawowi gone from here? I know you're in Spain and Chile.
Dubai has been our base. The next, those days we dealt a lot with Iran because the biggest consuming country for our business for tires and batteries was Iran.
Yeah.
And Dubai was more of a transit point.
Correct.
As a trading center. So, but then we had some issues with Iran during the sanctions and all that. Then we opened office in Nigeria and Ghana. Then we opened office in Saudi Arabia and Bahrain. And those businesses just flourished. Dubai being a good financial hub,
Right.
a good financial base, helped me to grow geographically. But I stuck to my core business. I haven't changed till now. I still deal only in tires and batteries, nothing else. Of course, we added some rubber products, associated products, along with the automotive line. But our core business is automotive. Core business is tires and batteries. And from here, we develop into manufacturing. First, we are simple traders. We did all trading.
Okay.
We established a private brand for our tires and batteries called Infinity and Eternity. We sell to about 65 countries in the world. But then I thought, I think should become a manufacturer. So we started manufacturing industrial batteries under the name of Eternity.
Okay.
Now, industrial batteries, we have a factory in Ras Al Khaimah, we have a factory in Jebel Ali, and we have a factory in Spain, in Germany, in UK, and we opened one factory in Dallas. And just last week, we opened in Phoenix.
Wow.
And last week also, we acquired a factory in India, in a place called Vijayawada, where I was born.
Oh, wow.
I was born in Vijayawada.
All takes a full circle.
And it's really nostalgic for me. When this offer came from an American company that they have a factory in Vijayawada and they want to sell, I immediately said yes.
Did they know that you were from
No, they had no idea at all. This is because we are in the battery business, they approached us. Would like to take a factory in Vijayawada. And my son said, Papa, who's going to go and manage it? I said, listen, I don't care. Vijayawada was where I was born. I'll buy the factory at any price.
Wow.
So we bought the factory. Now we got it over. And now we are the fourth largest industrial battery manufacturer in the world. And now with the Vijayawada factory started producing, we'll become third largest.
Wow, that's amazing.
But thanks to Dubai. I would give all the credit to Dubai for giving me so much opportunity to grow. I think Dubai is the safest place in the world to live. I mean, security-wise, safety-wise, and now of late, I should be grateful to His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the Vice President and Prime Minister of UAE and ruler of Dubai, that he gave us land free to build the first Sikh Gurudwara in Dubai in 2008.
Yes.
And took us 4 years to build the Gurudwara. And that is religious tolerance.
Yeah.
I must say, the ruling family of the UAE have all supported us in having religious tolerance. And today we are proud that 13 years this Gurudwara has been running, and every government department, every ruling family member has a high word for the Gurudwara. And just last week, we got the Dubai Quality Group Award for the Gurudwara, which was the first religious place in the world getting a Dubai Quality Group Award.
Yes.
So I think we really are very grateful to the government to recognize us and to give us this encouragement. Also, in the Gurudwara has 4 ISO certifications.
Yes.
And those ISO certifications make the systems run the Gurudwara. We have 2 Guinness Book of Records also. One for serving 101 nationalities breakfast, and the second one is we distributed green saplings to a school,
Yeah.
a Delhi private school.
Yes.
So what we do is we don't run the Gurudwara as a religious place only. We run it as a community center where we welcome everybody, whether it's a Christian, Muslim, Hindu, or Sikh, all are welcome. And that is our forte. We like to, that's our DNA. Because Guru Nanak Ji always said, before you be a good Hindu, good Muslim or Christian, be a good human being. If you're a good human being, you never go wrong.
Correct.
And that's what we practice. We practice his teachings. And his 3 main testaments which he always taught us is Naam Japna, Kirt Karna or Van Chakna. Those things are always embodied in us because we have to pray to the Lord and thank Him for everything. We have to earn the money rightfully and then spread the money to people who don't have it. Because we have it, let's give to those who don't have it. So spread it. They always say, sharing is caring. And we believe in that very strongly. And in the Gurudwara today, we serve food to over 2,000 people every day. On Saturdays and Sundays, it goes from 10,000 to 15,000. But we are very, very happy to serve. Because I think those people, especially the blue-collar people, who are not able to have one square meal happily, they come to the Gurudwara, they spend the whole day, they have breakfast, lunch and dinner, and they feel at home. Because they're all living without their families.
Yes.
When they come to Gurudwara, they feel they've come back home.
Correct.
And they have langar, they have meet all their friends there. It's more of a meeting point and eating point. So
Yes.
I'm happy I'm able to make them happy.
No, that's I was going to come to that your journey when you've come to Dubai, you've created a business empire, and then God gave you the opportunity of initiating the Gurudwara talks in the Middle East and making it the first one in this region. How did all that point come to? Like, where was that thought that we should have a Gurudwara in Dubai? How did all that
I
start?
must explain this to you. See, when we came to Dubai, every Sunday evening, group of about 10 families were there, Sardarji families. We decided we'll do 10 families, we'll do Kirtan every Sunday evening. On the Sunday evening, we will not drink alcohol. And pick that as a religious evening, as a spiritual evening. What we do is one family by turn would take over the charge, and the lady in the house would make the dal and sabji, and the others would bring the rotis. Because nobody had servants. All were living with themselves. So we didn't want one lady to get all the pressure. So we also chip in by giving rotis, and the hostess would make the dal and sabji.
Okay.
And we should do kirtan, have langar and go. This started growing. When it came to the year 2000, we are about 150 families.
Wow.
And there's no place to
There's no
accommodate
place
them.
to host. Yeah.
Then we said, okay, let us do one thing. Let's apply for a Gurudwara. I went to a lot of people, my good friends. They said, this is a very delicate issue. Because in Islam, they accept Christianity and Judaism. So Sikhism doesn't come part of it. I said, but we are also doing the same thing what you're doing, nothing different. So I went to the Religious Affairs Committee. Dr. Hamid Shabani was the in charge there. I said, I need to build a Gurudwara, I need permission from you. He said, but I don't know anything about your religion. I said, I'll give you a translation of Guru Granth Sahib in Arabic. You read it, then you understand. What are we saying? Is we saying the right thing or the wrong thing? So he said, no, the 1430 pages is too much. Just give me 30, 40 pages, I'll read. Just translate me the gist of the religion. So I translated 30, 35 pages, I translated in Arabic and gave it to him. It took him 6 months to do his own survey. He made a lot of research.
At your back end.
And then he came back and then he called me and said, your religion is beautiful. It talks about humanity, it doesn't talk of anything else. And you talk of one God. You have the holy book. I'm very impressed by you. But I don't have the permission to give you to build the Gurudwara. That only the Sheikh can do it. So I said, if you recommend to the Sheikh, I'll go to the Sheikh and ask him. So he said, okay, I'll send a recommendation, you go and meet him. So we went to the Ludo's office and we started talking to them. And suddenly one fine day we were sitting in Amritsar and Darbar Sahib, we were just Ardas kar rahe, Baba ji mehr karo. Dabowei Gurudwara, allot kara do. We got a call from my secretary.
Wow.
And she said, His Highness has given permission to build the Gurudwara in Dubai. We went to Darbar Sahib straight away, did Ardas there only. And he said, wow, fantastic. We came here. I went to the ruler's office. They gave us a letter. They said, go to Dubai municipality, they'll give you land. And land will be free. I said, wow. I mean, apart from the permission, we got land free too. So we went to the Dubai municipality and we applied for land, and it took us a lot of 3-4 months to get it.
So it was the year 2002 when...
2000, no. It was the year 2008.
2008 when...
From year 2000 to 2008, I was trying. 8 years I didn't stop trying.
Okay.
Because I did not know whom to approach.
Yes.
So I went here and there and everywhere. Finally, we reached the end.
So 2008, we got the permission.
2008, we got permission. We got the land free. And it took us 4 years to build the Gurudwara. Because His Highness Sheikh Mohammed said one thing very clearly. I wanted to be number one in the world. I said, Your Highness, is not possible. Number one is the Golden Temple. Number two, I'll try. So he had a big laugh. Then he said, I don't want any committee. I don't want any problems.
Correct.
You should be responsible for it. If anything goes wrong, I'll hold it responsibility.
Right.
I said, fine. I take the responsibility. Nothing will go wrong and you'll be proud of the Gurudwara.
And I think it has
And recently we were there in one Falcon dinner when His Highness told me that I'm really proud of you. Your community has made me proud. Because the Sikh community in the UAE, I must give compliment to them. The most well-behaved, well-organized and very duty-bound. Every single Sardarji, whether he's a mechanic or whether he's a construction worker, whether he's a driver, works diligently and keeps the employer happy. In fact, a lot of Arab friends of mine say we want to employ only Sardarjis in the technical world because they're perfect. If you hire a mechanic, a Sardarji, nothing can go wrong. So that's a big compliment. And I feel very proud to be a Sikh. I always say I'm blessed to be a Sikh, I'm proud to be a Sikh.
That's beautiful, sir. I do remember in 2008 when the construction started and 4 years, because I also used to come and visit. We used to have a small cabin jithe Guru Granth Sahib ji hunde si matha tekde sige. So, and 2012 January, I think we did the opening.
January 17th.
Yeah, and it was so beautiful, and I remember those moments clearly. The cars when they came in and everything when Zosi Gurudwara andar gaye. So it's been now almost 12-13 years.
13 years.
And really thank you so much for making this happen.
No, it's all God's will. In fact, I must tell you one thing. In 2012, on the 15th of January, we brought Babaji's bead to the Gurudwara at 4:30 in the morning. And I informed a few friends of mine that we're taking Babaji's bead and doing the Akhand part on the 15th. And 17th will be the opening.
Yes.
There were 4,000 people in the morning at 4:30.
Yes, I was one of them.
And everybody was crying.
Yes.
All tears in the eyes. In fact, I was myself very emotional. I couldn't believe that this is possible. And then we had the Jasadar Sahib from Akal Takht and all the head granthis all were there, and it was such a beautiful scene. It's so clear in my mind even today that scene I can never forget when we brought Babaji's bead to the Gurudwara at 4:30 in the morning. And then we did the Akhand part in 2017. On the 17th, we did the opening.
Yes.
But I must say here, God has been very kind and the rulers of Dubai have been very, very benevolent, very supporting. I owe it to them because they have allowed us to practice our religion. They allowed us to have religious tolerance, which is the right word I should use.
Yes.
And peaceful coexistence.
And it's nowhere else in the world.
Today there are more than 200 nationalities living in Dubai. And there's never an incident where there's a problem.
Religious
there's
conflict.
No religious problem, no
Yes.
conflicts at all.
Yeah, that's nice. Do you sometimes sit back and think that having the opportunity to have the Gurudwara in Dubai and back in 1966-67 when in Vijayawada your family built the first Gurudwara there, how do you feel?
I must mention this to you that in the year 1956, I was 8 years old and my grandfather built the first Gurudwara in Vijayawada. And every day he would take me with him to the Gurudwara. And one day he told me, when you grow up, you build a Gurudwara. And I laughed. I said, I'm 8 years old. Where can I think of building a Gurudwara? He said, when you grow up. That thing got stuck in my mind. So when we built the Gurudwara here, I immediately remember my grandfather. His words were so clear, so vivid in my mind that I said, wow, his words, his blessings have helped me to do this today.
Did you ever feel that if he would be there at that moment, it would have made a difference?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Because, time is a big essence. And what can I say? I don't know. I have no answer for this.
Talking about the Gurudwara, even though it's built in Dubai, I know that we've received a lot of global attention or even contributions to build it. Is there anything special of the Gurudwara construction that you would want to share?
I must mention to you one thing. Because I come from the south of India, I believe in the science of Vastu. Vastu is like the Feng Shui, the Chinese Feng Shui, which is the free flow of energy. So when we designed the Gurudwara, I told the architect, I want the Palki Sahib in one corner where the first rays of the sun should fall on the Palki. He said, but nowhere in the world. The architect traveled for 40 Gurudwaras he saw in the world before he designed this one. He's a British architect, a very good person. And he said, let me think. So he said, the only way I can do is I put it in the corner so the first rays of the sun fall on the Palki. If you notice, this is the only Gurudwara in the world which has the Palki in the corner.
Yes.
And both sides, the glass doors are there. And when the first rays of the sun come, they fall on the Palki. That is the free flow of energy. The science of Vastu says, when you have free flow of energy, the atmosphere inside remains very powerful. If you go and sit in the Gurudwara today, you get a lot of peace. And a lot of miracles have happened in this Gurudwara. I'll tell you one incident. One lady was traveling with me from Bombay, sitting next to me in the aircraft, and she was just weeping away to glory. I said, what's wrong? Why are you weeping? She said, I'm very depressed. I said, okay. So why don't you go and show to a doctor and get some treatment? He said, no, it doesn't help me. I said, then I can give you treatment, I said. I said, come to the Gurudwara for 40 days. Just sit in the Gurudwara for 15 minutes. Listen to Kirtan, have langar and go. Don't talk to anybody. I see your mind will change. After 2-3 months, she came to me. She said, I did it regularly for 40 days. Today I'm the happiest person on the earth. My depression is all gone. I only think of good things. I don't think of bad things. Because that's the power of energy. That power which the Gurudwara gives to people of peace and satisfaction is unmatchable. Because when you go and sit in the Gurudwara, the amount of peace you get is unbelievable.
True, that's so beautiful. Being in this, you've also got the opportunity to meet Pope Francis and Pedro Arupe. So, how was that possible, and would you want to share something about that?
In fact, in the November 2022, I got a letter from the Pope's office that please write an article on hospitality in Sikhism. I said, hospitality is part of our DNA anyway. So it's very easy for me to write. So I wrote 3,000 words and sent it to them. And they published it in the Pope's magazine. The next year in 2023, in February, they called me. They said, your article has been published in the Pope's magazine. It's got tremendous remarks from all over the world. And now the Pope, would you like to come and see the Pope? I said, why not? If you're inviting me, I'll definitely come. They said, yes, please plan to come. We'll give you a date. I said, but I won't come alone. Can I bring 10 people with me from the Gurudwara? They said, yes, boss will come, no problem. This was happened in February. They wanted to do it in April. Then he fell sick. Then did it to September. He's not well. Then November we got a chance, 2023 November. And that was 11th of November 2023. They said, please come on the 9th evening. 10th, we want to take you to the Vatican, show you the whole thing. And 11th morning, you'll meet the Pope. I said, 12th was Diwali. I said, how can I leave Diwali and go? Then I checked out the flights. I said, okay, if I leave 11th night, we reach 12th morning. We reach 12th morning for Diwali here, no problem. So I confirmed it. We went there. It was the most amazing visit, meeting the Pope. We spent 25 minutes with him, talked about humanity, talked about service to the community, and he was so pleased. He had so much information about our Gurudwara. I was quite surprised. And he's such a good human being. Meeting him, talking to him was like as if we're talking to God. He was so nice and such a good human being. And all the people who we went with together were so impressed. In fact, one of the persons said, I won't wash my hands for 2 days because I shook hands with him. I said, wow.
Sweet.
But that's, it's a
That's
nice
the impact,
feeling. Then when I was in college, I met Father Pedro Orupe, who's called the Black Pope. When I was student union president in Loyola Madras, he had visited the college and I was his host as a student union president. So I'm really fortunate. I met the Black Pope, the White Pope, and also we had met the president of the Mormon Church in Salt Lake City, President Nelson,
right.
who's 100 years old this year. So God has been really kind. Met all the nice people. Now my next, hopefully in April, May, we're going to meet the Dalai Lama. That's my next. He's very old and he's very frail. He's not taking any private meetings, but I have some friends who are going to arrange it. So let's see.
I'm sure then in May we can expect another interview with you.
Inshallah.
So we can talk about that.
No. I'm really. What I want to do is I want to spread goodness. Want to spread happiness, and by this way, especially through your podcast, what I would say is to tell people is, be good, do good, and you will always be happy. Because nothing will happen without His will. But if you do good things, heaven and hell both are here only. People say, if I do good things here, I'll go to heaven. I said, no. Heaven, hell, both are here. Do good things here, get all the benefit here. You do bad things here, you'll be punished here only. So when you're already living in heaven, why you want to go to heaven? I consider this place as heaven. What don't we have? We have good food, good houses, good families, good people, good friends, good living. This is heaven. Who has seen heaven? Nobody has seen heaven. So I consider this as heaven and be happy here. And do the good things and you'll never be in trouble.
Right, true. Sir, we've known a lot about you, about your business, about your philanthropist. There's one area we did not touch, and that is your personal life. How did you meet Miss Bubbles? And
That's a very tricky question, but I'll tell you. I'm in such a situation where I'm like sandwiched between two generations. I could not say no to my father, and today I can't say no to my son. So both ways, I'm sandwiched. Because my son thinks he knows more than me, so he teaches me. And when I was young, my father always knew more than me, so he taught me. So one day in Hyderabad, after I'd qualified my education and joined the business in 1969, I joined my business on 19th January 1969 in Hyderabad, in my father's tire business. And after 1 year working in the office, one day he calls me from Bombay. He said, son, you're engaged. I got a shock. What do you mean engaged? He says, yes, you've been in business for 1 year now. Now you should get married and settle down. I said, but engaged to whom? No, it's a very beautiful girl and my friend's daughter. And I've said yes. I said, but I have not even seen her. I have not even seen a photograph of hers. I don't even know her name. And I have to live the whole life with her. Is it fair that you should decide on my behalf? He says, I'm your father. I know the right thing for you. And next week they're coming to Hyderabad for the engagement ceremony. I said, you already fixed the engagement also?
which year was this?
This is 69 I joined the business, 1970. And they came to, the Bubbles and the parents came from Bombay to Hyderabad. And I met her on my engagement ceremony day. And I said, first thing, and her pet name is Bubbles. But I said, what's your real name? The first question I asked, what's your real name? She said, Gurinder. I said, but nobody knows Gurinder. They only know Bubbles. So I had to ask this question. She said, how funny, you're getting married to me, you don't know my name. but then, those days, we could not say no to our parents.
Yes.
But I'm grateful to my parents because they gave me such a lovely person as a wife. She's been a solid partner for me. And ours was arranged marriage.
Yes.
And so I think, as they say, the marriage is made in heaven. Our marriage definitely was made in heaven.
It's been almost over 50 years now.
We were married for 53 years.
53 years.
1972 we got married.
50.
No, sorry, 1971 we got married. Oh no, 54 years, sorry.
मैम देख लो सर ਨੂੰ याद ही नहीं है.
Then 1971 we got married. Now it's 54 years this year.
Wow, that's beautiful. And she is actively involved with everything you do.
She's socially very active because she runs the Gurudwara administration for half a day every day. Then she has a Young Hearts group where she looks after all the elderly people, age 65 to 95. And then she is also part of the Special Needs Foundation. She's a director there. She's part of the Dabowei Ladies Group where she does a lot of service. Her forte is, I don't need the money. I need to make people happy.
And ma'am
Motto.
has recently received an award as well.
She got the Emirati Woman of the Year award, which is the only Indian woman, and the group got the award. Every other award was given to an Emirati woman. She was the only Indian who got the award, which was very commendable.
It's very remarkable that I'm sure he ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ that ਜੋੜੀਆਂ ਰੱਬ ਤੋਂ ਹੀ ਬਣ ਕੇ ਆਈਆਂ, and that's exactly how it is. And
Rab ne banai jodi.
yes, and we're happy to see you that way. And now going forward in the coming years, when do you plan on retiring?
A very good question. I always tell people, the day my son retires, I'll retire. I have no intention of retiring because I enjoy my work. You see, I'll tell you what is retirement? Retirement sitting in the house and sitting doing nothing? No. I believe retirement is what you do for society, what you do for community. And that's what I'm doing today. I attend the office for 2-3 hours in the morning just to see what's happening. But mainly my focus is on how I can improve society, how I can serve the community. So I attend a lot of religious tolerance, interfaith sessions I attend. I represented the UAE in Australia, in Malaysia, in Greece, Morocco, Washington, traveling all over just to represent UAE for the interfaith. And that is, I would say, I'm a retired person working towards society, working towards community, working towards betterment of life.
Wow, that's so. What are the plans for this year then?
We have so many plans this year. I mean, every day is a day of challenge. Every day we want to improve, we want to learn, we want to support, we want to be happy. So my only aim in life is how I can make people happy. And if I can make one person happy every day, my goal is fulfilled.
Do you like reading books or watching movies?
I do read a lot of books. In fact, I've written 4 books myself.
Yes, yes.
My first book is Temple of My Dreams, which is my autobiography. The second book I've written is on tolerance. This was on the request of Sheikh Nayan, the Minister of Tolerance. And the third book is on spirituality. It's called The One, The Spiritual Search. And the fourth one is 101 Reflections. What I do is every month I send a message to my staff and to the Gurudwara congregation, my monthly message. So from 2017 I started that. And this year I completed 101 messages. So I printed a book, 101. I wrote the 101 thoughtful thoughts, is reflections of my life. Now the fifth one, I'm already writing a book now on Seva. It's in work in progress. It will take about 1 year to complete it because I don't have so much spare time to sit and write. So whenever I have spare time, I write. And I'd love to write, I'd love to read. I think that keeps me very busy.
Correct.
It keeps my mind also very busy. I don't go here and there and everywhere. My mind doesn't wander. It's focused.
That's right. Is there any book you would want to recommend the young audience like me or anyone?
See, my autobiography gives my whole life story. It's called The Temple of My Dreams. It's available in all the bookstores. And if people want to read it, it'll be fantastic.
Right. Do you watch a lot of movies also?
I'm not much of a movie fan. But at home, my wife loves movies. So when she's watching a movie, I watch it. But half the time I go to sleep.
But I do know that you're a lot active with short films. Gurudwara also.
Yeah, that is all mostly commercial films we make for spreading the information to people.
Yes.
My film making is only for information.
Right. I remember about a few years back, Gurudwara did an event for the Guru Nanak Dev Ji, and we showed in the Indian high school. A movie was showed, cultural performances were done to like showcase more about culture. Are you planning to do more of such events?
We are always working on it. But cultural shows are coming so much commercially now.
Yeah.
So I don't know how much we can get involved.
Anything you would want to say a young person out there who's out there wanting to build an empire, a business, where do they get started? Because right now there's a lot of opinions and kids get confused what to do and what not to do, or maybe they want quicker results. What is the best way of
I think the most important thing is if a young child has the confidence, self-confidence, if he can say to himself every day in the morning, looking in the mirror, I'm the best. If he can say that 5 times, I'm the best, his whole day will go very positive. Because he always feels he's the best. Always, unless he's confident, he cannot be successful. Confidence brings success in you. Once you're confident, you're successful, then the whole world is behind you. You have to be a leader. You have to think out of the box, not follow others. Think out of the box, do something different, do something special, and be confident. God has given you a brain, God has given you a mind. Think, act, and never have that depression in your mind. Never. You should throw the depression out of the window and be confident that I am the best, I am very successful, I want to be successful, and you can never fail.
Wow, that's summarized in the best way. Apart from, I know you may have very less time spare. I do know you play a lot of golf. How did the involvement in golf come through, and how are you able to make time for this?
I must tell you, very interesting. When the Emirates Golf Club was first made in Dubai, I got a call from the Chamber of Commerce that please send me a check of 12,000 dirhams on Emirates Golf Club. I said, but I don't play golf. He said, that's the idea. You send the check, become a member, start playing golf. I said, wow. And he said, by playing golf, you recover 12,000 dirhams. That was just a joke. But that joke became a reality. I became a member of the Emirates Golf Club. I'm one of the founder members of the Emirates Golf Club. And golf is my passion now. Whenever I have any stress or any issue, as you go and play golf, all the stress is gone. When you go to the golf course, you think only of how I can put the small ball in the hole. That's it. Your only aim is that. And you don't think of anything else in the world. And golf is a game you can play till the last day of your life. Many people want to dream that they should die on the golf course. Because it's so simple, so pure. And when you go to play golf, you have a lot of physical exercise, mental peace. You learn a lot from golf. You learn a lot of patience. You learn a lot of perseverance to work better. How to improve. Every time you want to improve. And you want to improve your game, want to improve your score. So that's how golf gets you totally absorbed. And people say you're a golf addict. I think golf is a beautiful game because it doesn't involve so much of your physical strength. People at 95 are playing golf. So and I would like to play golf to the last day of my life.
Wow, that's amazing.
And being in the Emirates Golf Club, I was captain in year 2008. And today we sponsor 4 tournaments in the year. And I think golf is a beautiful game which people should all go and play.
Yes, guys, please play golf. And that's how you will, I think that's the secret to more biggest business deals are happening on the golf course.
Absolutely.
And that's how it is.
Because you spend a lot of time with your friends. See, a game takes about 4 hours. Then you spend an hour after that, after the game. So spending 5 hours with the person, you can do a lot of things. You can understand a lot of things. You can exchange a lot of ideas, improve a lot of things. I think it's a good opportunity to be with friends.
What other hobbies or anything you have which the world doesn't know?
Frankly, I was a very good hockey player when I was in college and school. I represented my college and school in hockey, field hockey. I played tennis also, but then I felt tennis was not a game for me. So I took on to golf. Other than golf, I don't have any hobbies because I have no time for hobbies. I spend the time running my business, spend the time doing social work, spend the time in the Gurudwara, and then I travel a lot. I love traveling. So just, I think 24 hours are too short in my life. I need 36 hours in a day.
Wow, that's amazing. Thank you so much, sir, for taking out time and speaking to us, speaking to everyone who's hearing you out there, and hoping for you to do much more bigger things. You've already achieved a lot. I don't think there's more, but I'm sure you and your mind definitely have a lot of more goals to achieve, and may that happen as soon as possible so that we can have another round of interview with you. I'm sure ਅੱਜ audience ਨੂੰ ਬਹੁਤ ਕੁਝ ਸਿੱਖਣ ਨੂੰ ਮਿਲਿਆ ਹੋਊਗਾ from sir, and definitely make a change in life, play golf, and do read sir's book and visit the Gurudwara in Dubai if you're here. मैं honestly कोई भी मेरा friend आंदा है दुबई, I'm like, you have to visit Gurudwara. I will take you. That's my first conversation with them.
Thank you very much. Thank you for inviting me. I wish you all the best in your program. And anything I can do, I'll be happy to support, because I want to make people happy. And if I can make every day one person happy, I've achieved my goal in life. Thank you very much. God bless you and wish you all the best.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank
you.